Hello there, everybody. I'm going to be doing a creepypasta reading of Yo Gabba Gabba Terminator. Let's begin this story. I was riding the bus home. Suddenly, when I was walking home, I found a rare Yo Gabba Gabba DVD on my porch. The DVD had Plex, Muno, Tootie, Fufa, and Broby in a yellow background with the show's logo and a yellow text below it saying, "Groove on." Another one, I wondered. I hope it's better than the last one. As you may know, the last encounter I had with a lost episode of Yo Gabba Gabba was when the gang met shadow counterparts of themselves. Truly, it can't get any worse, right? Wrong. When I put the disc in my DVD player, the first thing to show up was, you guessed it, the Nick Jr. Frogs logo, only that the frogs were robots, and their croaks were robotic. Afterwards, a few promos of past Nick Jr. shows played. After that, the menu was in my sight. The menu wasn't very creative. It was the 5 Gabba residents in the same yellow background. I pressed play all to watch the episodes in this order: dance, move, fun, and imagine. There was a 5th episode that left a shocked expression on my face. And before that, a warning came up on the screen. Warning: the following episode was made by a former animator of Nick Jr. before suddenly dying in a plane accident. The episode was also made to promote the theoretical release of the Terminator, despite not being related to Nickelodeon. Watch at your own risk. It might contain violence. The Terminator, huh? I wondered. Let's see what happens in this episode. The intro played, but something was entirely bizarre and different. There were flying missiles everywhere, and they exploded on anything they touched. And to make things even crazier, DJ Lance, Plex, Muno, Tootie, Fufa, and Broby weren't even noticing any of the explosions. They were acting like nothing is even happening. And once the logo appeared, it was entirely robotic themed. Everything was gray except for the letters, which were red. What the heck was that intro? I muttered in confusion. The next thing to show was the title card, which took place in Brobyland. The only character in the title card was Plex, but he looked like he got hacked. His eyes were black holes with realistic bloody red pupils. His antenna was black, and his speaker was a horror eye. The Super Music Friend show read out Terminator in dark red text. The episode began with a YGG-style translation to DJ Lance. "Hello, friends," he greeted. "Let's go see what Plex is doing." It then panned down to Plex with his normal appearance, minding his business in his station.
"Boy, I sure do like to mind my business,"
Plex said to himself. Just then, a familiar face walked towards him with a laptop. Plex turned around and gasped.
"Who are you?"
Plex questioned. "Who am I, you may ask? Well, let me introduce myself,"
the familiar face told Plex.
"I am the Terminator, and I am here to annihilate you and your home planet."
"What?"
Plex gasped.
"Is that why you have a laptop?"
"This laptop is for hacking you,"
the Terminator told Plex.
I am going to hack you, and I will use you to kill all the non-robots here.
Wait, what?
Plex gasped. The Terminator grabbed out a hammer.
No, wait!
Plex pleaded.
Please don't do this to me!
Despite the pleas, the Terminator bonked Plex in his head so hard using the hammer, knocking him out and breaking his antenna. The Terminator then opened up his laptop and started to hack into Plex. Plex screamed in anguish as his brain was being washed. Plex's screams caught the attention of DJ Lance as he turned to see what was happening and gasped in horror. "Hey!" DJ Lance berated. "You leave Plex alone!"
It's too late,
the Terminator replied.
He's fully hacked and ready to cause destruction.
Suddenly, a portal appeared behind the Terminator, and before he left, he turned to DJ Lance and reminded,
I will be back.
I was getting frightened at what I've seen so far. Plex was hacked by one of the most famous movie villains, and now he was going to destroy Gabbaland. I just knew it. Plex was now in the same appearance as the title card. He then climbed on top of the Gabbaland and got ready to kill DJ Lance.
Us robots will take over this world.
Plex told DJ Lance.
You can't do anything to stop artificial intelligence.
Plex, no, don't do this, DJ Lance pleaded.
Sorry,
Plex stated.
but I'm afraid I have a job to do.
Plex's arm then turned into a machine gun as he immediately aimed at DJ Lance before shooting him. DJ Lance screamed in agony as he was being shot, but his actor, Lance Robertson, was actually getting bullet holes in him. DJ Lance then fainted to the ground. Plex decided to use his newfound powers for what he's been programmed to do. It then cut to black, but the episode wasn't over yet. It then did a YGG slide translation to Muno and Broby chatting with each other in Munoland. "Hey, Muno," Broby spoke. "What is it, Broby?" Muno asked. "What happened to Plex? He's been acting really strange lately," Broby told Muno with concern in his voice. Muno glanced around nervously before responding. "I don't know, Broby. Something's definitely not right. He's been acting aggressive and unpredictable. It's like he's a completely different robot." Just as they were discussing Plex's peculiar behavior, Plex appeared out of nowhere with a menacing expression and an evil grin on his face.
Muno, Broby, you guys are next,
Plex shouted in a haunting, distorted voice. "Well, looks like we're done for," Broby muttered. "Oh, man," Muno muttered.
Prepare to die, you fools.
Plex told Muno and Broby. "What are you doing?" Broby gasped. Plex then shredded Muno and Broby countless times with his left leg. Muno and Broby screamed in agony as they were being shredded. When the screen cut to black, it then did a YGG slide translation to Fufa in her garden, watering some plants. "What a beautiful day to water flowers." Just then, Tootie came in. "Fufa!" Tootie said to Fufa. "I have to tell you something." "What is it?" Fufa questioned. "I saw Plex suddenly killing Muno and Broby," Tootie revealed. "What?" Fufa gasped. "Plex would never do that." That was until Plex pulled up.
Hello, suckers.
Plex greeted sinisterly. Fufa and Tootie turned around and saw Plex and gasped. "Oh no!" Fufa screamed. "That's just great," Tootie groaned angrily. "Oh no," Fufa stuttered. "He found us!"
You're like I did.
I was shocked. Nobody said a curse word on a Yo Gabba Gabba show. What are you about to do? Tootie gasped. Plex didn't say anything and charged at Tootie and Fufa. It suddenly cut to black, but all that was heard was Fufa's screaming, Tootie's screaming, and Plex's demonic laughter. It then faded to Gabbaland, and what happened to it? Everything was destroyed. Suddenly, the Terminator and Plex entered the shot and saw what happened.
Excellent.
The Terminator told Plex.
The entire premise has been destroyed. Well done, Plex.
Thank you, Master.
Plex replied. The Terminator and Plex did a robotic laughter together, but all I could hear from the two were,
Ha,
Ha.
ha.
"That's their evil laughter?" I stuttered. "I've been bamboozled." It then faded to the credits, but the Terminator and Plex covered Gabbaland in gasoline and lit matches to set it on fire. That episode was so messed up that it made my skin so pale. And it didn't even feature 4 songs, shortened to three after season 1 ended. Segments, kids who like to dance, and a mega mix, unlike in other episodes. After the credits, it showed the Magic Store and Wild Brain logos, but they were both robot themed. And they both acted like robots too. It then cut to the menu, and since I was so traumatized, I then took out the DVD and put it back in the case and destroyed it with a rifle. No way can I watch Yo Gabba Gabba after watching an episode like that. The end. Well, I hope you guys liked me reading this creepypasta story of a lost episode of Yo Gabba Gabba Terminator. So stay tuned for more creepypasta readings. See ya!